Hello and welcome to Print Edition. This week I've been reading tales from the Panchatantra retold by the poet, filmmaker and lyricist Gulzar. Written originally in Hindi for his daughter Meghna, also known as Bosky, the stories have been translated by Rohini Chaudhary and charmingly illustrated by Rajiv Aipe. As Gulzar tells us in the preface, he used to tell these stories to his daughter when she was a kid, and now he is passing these tales on to his toddler grandson Samay. I want to read to you a story called The Mouse and the Girl. This is a story that happened a very long time ago. On the banks of the Ganga river, a pujari was deep in meditation, his folded hands raised in prayer. All at once into his hands fell a little mouse, half dead. The yogi looked up and saw a kite circling in the sky. The little mouse must have dropped from its beak, thought the pujari. The god has sent her into my care, so I must try to save her. The pujari took the little mouse home and put some ointment on her wounds. Feeling better, she opened her eyes. The pujari crumbled a roti into tiny bits and fed her the pieces. With great care, he wrapped her in a small piece of warm cloth and let her sleep. In the middle of the night, the pujari was startled by a meow, a cat. The Brahmin fell deep into thought. Sitting up, he prayed for help. How will I keep this helpless creature safe, this tiny mouse? Some animal or the other will eat her up. If you turn her into a girl, my lord, I will bring her up as my daughter. Praying thus, he fell asleep and awoke at dawn to a miracle. He stared in wonder and stared some more. There on the bed lay a sweet little girl, fast asleep. So then what happens after this is the girl grows up into a young woman, and obviously the pujari has to get her married to a suitable man. And he decides that he is only going to give his daughter to the strongest man in the world. So he goes to the sun, then to the clouds, then he goes to the storm, to the mountain. But each time the girl rejects her suitor and just refuses to budge. Finally, they go to a mouse. The pujari called out to the mouse. He was asleep in his burrow close by. He came, his long tail waving behind him. Mushi, which is the girl's name, was ecstatic. She blushed modestly, bashful and embarrassed. When the pujari looked at her, she, playing with her sari's end, replied, "He is very handsome, so simple and sweet. Let me choose him for my husband." What makes children happy makes parents happy too. The pujari prayed again to his god. The bud will blossom only on its own tree. Turn Mushi into a mouse again, my lord. So the Brahmin's daughter was married, and the two little mice lived happily together. Thank you.